John Jonchuck, Phoebe's father, and the man charged with her murder back in court this afternoon. This as the head of DCF was in Tampa today talking about changes being made in the wake of Phoebe's death. Our Chris Trankman is following this case very closely for us tonight. He joins us live with more. Chris?
The top man at DCF told me that he is putting in much tougher rules, including sending out a response as soon as they get word that there may be a child whose life is in danger. But the DCF chief told me today that he's not sure that in the case of Phoebe Jonchuck, it would make any difference.
So I was sick to my stomach, and I'm angry and I'm frustrated that we can't better protect kids.
The Secretary of Florida's Department of Children and Families says it's been his goal to reduce child deaths in the state, and losing 5-year-old Phoebe Jonchuck in such a horrific manner sent a loud message that the system needs to be fixed.
I cannot imagine the fear that little girl experienced in the last moments of her life. That should not happen to any kid.
Carroll, who used to run Hillsborough County's DCF division, has appointed a panel of child welfare experts and law enforcement to review over the next 30 days the safeguard failures that allowed 25-year-old John Jonchuck to be with his daughter, despite showing signs of a mental breakdown. Carroll says he would have sent DCF investigators out within 4 hours of hearing about Jonchuck's issues, but he's not sure if it would have saved her life.
I don't know whether we would have even located him there, but I know this. I would rather have that protocol in place than not.
Unlike last week, when Jonchuck told a judge he wanted God to defend him in this case, he stayed silent in court, drooping his head, putting his face in his hands, and shifting around in his chair as a judge appointed him a public defender. Meanwhile, DCF's chief says he's not blaming sheriff's deputies who chose not to Baker Act Jonchuck when they had the chance, but instead put the pressure on his department to prevent more child deaths in the future.
The buck will always stop with the Department of Children and Families on a child welfare case.
And coming up at 6 o'clock, I'll have more with Secretary Carroll, who will go into detail about the real solution to preventing child deaths in the state. He says it has a lot to do with treating people with mental illness. We're live in Pinellas County. Chris Trankman, ABC Action News.